I am sick and tired about talking about Drake at this point. However, I'm not going to let my hard work go to waste again. I'm going to make sure that this will be the last video he'll make about me or Dylan. I'm going to make sure this is the last video that Drake will make about me by showing some emails to you guys. We only talk about his video and it's nothing personal about him or me or Dylan. So I feel like it further proves my point, so I will be showing them. The first thing I want to talk about in Drake's video is about him misusing the word satire. By beginning this point, I'm not gonna beat around the bush or sugarcoat it in any sort of way. Instead, I'm gonna be completely honest and blunt. Drake, your video is not satirical. First of all, for it to be satirical, you know, it has to have some, I don't know, some form of comedy. Your video completely avoids it. You could tell some jokes in your video, but if it doesn't really make anyone laugh because of your completely monotone voice, then, in my honest opinion, it's not comedic at all. Because I highly doubt somebody's sitting at the edge of their chair just, oh, that was so funny, Drake. That joke that you did, that you were being very, very boring in, that was a good joke. I get it, like, the camera equipment looks like a gun. School shooter joke. Huh.
That's so funny, man.
I guess he tried to be comedic or satirical in some parts of the video. However, that is not his whole video. When he was responding to the points, it is obvious that he is not joking and that this is not just all a big joke. He, however, uses this excuse because then no one can criticize him for it because apparently it's just some big joke. That it's just for comedic purposes. It's just a joke. But in the comments section, I was bringing up the legitimate points he was trying to respond to. And he just said that everything was a joke. The whole video was a joke. But it's not. You're trying to make legitimate points. And I'm addressing your legitimate points. This wasn't completely a joke. You tried to weasel your way out of some criticism, and you failed at it. Don't use the excuse that it's just a joke. We're not talking about your terrible, monotone-voiced jokes. We're talking about your actual points in your video. If you've seen Drake's 2 newest videos, you know that Drake doesn't understand satire. Because in his newest video, he was watching 2 parodies that were supposed to be satirical. And after every joke, he would try to make a point or something. They would always be bad, but he always tried to make a point from a joke.
I was born in my own hospital.
Just to make things clear, Trump doesn't have a hospital. Just saying.
I'm a great leader and I can't read. Whoopee.
Hold on. Donald Trump can read. What are you talking about? Donald Trump can read. Have you not heard his speeches in the past?
No
Or
more.
what he's doing for our country right now? Yes, man can read.
Raped by the Chinese.
I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop.
You know someone's not using the word satire right when they barely understand when something is actually satirical. If you still aren't convinced, here's a clip of him literally saying that this is not a roast.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is not a roast. Or trying not to be a roast. I'm just looking at what he has to say and responding to it.
Which, by the way, to anyone who doesn't understand the word satire, a roast video that he usually does would be considered satirical. Even if they aren't funny, he's at least trying to be satirical. Anyone who has been following up on this drama, or the video that he made about me a few months ago, they know that Drake can't really take criticism. And that was most of Drake's video. Almost throughout the whole video, every criticism that I brought to the table, or mostly every criticism that Dylan brought up to the table, Drake would try to weasel his way out of it. Either making the most stupidest claims, or make himself look like a victim when it's irrelevant to the conversation. If you think I'm cherry picking most of this, then go watch the video yourself. I'm going to show you his response to me talking about hand signs in my video. He says that I hide behind a camera and that I don't show my face in my videos. Therefore, I'm not allowed to talk about hand signs, apparently.
You hide behind that stupid screen, or that camera, whatever, filming your screen and adding editing. Look, you don't ever show your face. I don't either. But still, you have no reason to be talking about hand signs.
I love the fact that he tries to make a point saying that I don't show my face in my videos, even though he doesn't do the same thing. But oh wait, I guess it doesn't count because he admitted it. You know, because of self-deprecation. I guess you get yourself out of this one, Drake. And also, he says I never show my face in my videos, but I have shown my face in videos before. And the funniest part is, you stopped at the second that I actually showed my face, so I don't know where you were going with this one. The main reason why I brought this up is because I don't show my face in my videos, so I have no room to talk about hand signs. However, Drake, I have arms, I have hands, I've been in a human conversation before. I can talk about hand signs. The reason why I brought this up in my video was because the claim was so stupid, and you included it in just so you could have something to talk about. Fun fact, you know the thing where I talk about filler roast in my video? Well, that was supposed to be towards that clip, but I got it mixed up with the, seizure warning joke, because they're both so stupid. I think I'm done talking about hand signs and hiding behind a camera, and I'm gonna move on to something else. Another stupid practice that Drake does in his video is skip through me and Dillon's videos. I know at one point I didn't upload for like 4 months.
Another video.
We all know the reason why he skipped through the video, and I bet you $10,000 he's gonna skip this part now. Because he doesn't want to show the people who didn't see mine or Dillon's video to see the main problems with Drake. He didn't show me talking about his editing. He also doesn't show me saying how he doesn't explain things on why they're bad. He even stopped watching the video while I'm explaining what filler roast is and how he does it to make something out of nothing. And the main reason why he did this was because he did all of those things in the video. He didn't do filler roast in the video, but replace filler roast with filler response, and it's basically the same thing except they aren't jokes. They're stupid ways to respond to criticism. Also, trying to make something out of nothing. Something that also really pissed me off, like near the end of the video, he accuses me of making false allegations in my video, and that he has a bunch of quote-unquote evidence.
Sorry, but there's a lot of different points that they pointed out that are very false. And I can go back and give evidence for that if they want to, but I'm not going to do that right now.
That itself is a false allegation, because I don't lie about anything in my video. Because everything I state in my video is because you make something stupid in your own video, and I even show that video clip. So I never even made false allegations, and you are lying yourself, which is pretty much slander. But then again, that's not the only thing Drake can really get in trouble for his videos. Because does anyone remember in his last video where he states what school I go to and what bus I ride? Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure that is also illegal. But I think that's enough of that. Also, he says that he has a lot of evidence about this, but he's not going to show it in his video. But Drake, if you honestly do have evidence, which I know you don't, because I've already explained why you don't, then why didn't you show it in the video? Oh, by the way, while we're talking about lying, I kind of want to address this. I have caught Drake in some lies before, and so have others. One in particular, where he lied about making a certain channel, which I'm not going to mention. But I don't feel like the other ones that people have caught him in is relevant to this conversation, so I'm not going to really mention them. But I am actually going to mention some lies that he's actually said in his videos, because they actually are relevant to the conversation. At the end of the video, he talks about how both mine and Dylan's videos were terrible.
They're both, Lucas and Dylan are both really horrible.
However, what he thought about mine that he said in the video was actually pretty much false, because he said it was actually a really good video. He's told me this in person, and if you don't really believe me, he even says it in the comments. And if that's still not enough for you, when he opens the video, when he starts watching my video, you can clearly see that he liked the video. I am pretty much done talking about lying at this point. And finally, let's talk about effort. He will constantly say in this video that he puts so much effort into what he does, while also criticizing me and Dylan, saying that we put no effort.
See you roasting crap. I want to at least see you give an effort before you go and give criticism to me.
How is that when you don't even put effort into editing the video? And I already know he's going to be responding to this point by saying, oh, I don't have a good editing software, or I don't know how to edit. When that is a complete pile of crap. In the first video you made about me, Dylan linked like 5 different editing softwares for your phone if you didn't want to edit with your computer, and listed 3 in the video you made quite recently. So there is no excuse that you can't find a good editing software. And also for the fact that you don't know how to edit, there are YouTube tutorials that show the basic steps of editing. He always goes up to me and Dylan and say, oh, I'll edit this time, I'll edit this time, but guess what, he never does. Because when I started talking about him not putting effort in his videos and not editing, he said, no, I'll edit in my next video. Guess what, he uploaded 2 more videos later that week. They were also crap because he didn't edit, by the way. So, no, Drake, you're never gonna edit. So please stop saying you will. Also, we're not doing this to criticize you. We're literally doing this because your content is terrible. I decided not to show emails because, first of all, I don't like showing emails. And even though it doesn't really talk about anything personal in our personal lives, I still am not with that kind of thing. Hope you guys understand. So there you have it. This is the last time I'll be talking about Drake. I pretty much know he's gonna try to make a horrible response, but this is the last time I'm ever gonna be talking about him. Because I'm done wasting my time and effort responding to his crap videos. Because I am sick and tired of wasting my time to put effort into it, and him to just piss all over it with a crap response, not even putting effort into his, while criticizing me for not putting any effort into editing. So honestly, Drake, my last message to you is, don't respond, because I'm sick of this. Something that most people probably didn't know is that I woke up at 11 o'clock at night. I decided to edit because I had to get this done. I waited and edited until 2:30 in the morning. Then I waited to export it at 3 a.m. in the morning. Then guess what? I waited till it was uploaded and it was 5 in the morning. I took time and put effort just for him, just to criticize me for actually trying. I took time out of my night just for that. So honestly, Drake, no more responses. I'm sick of this. I'm gonna actually work on something that I want to do for once. So goodbye.